Hi friends, I'm back after a long time. I say long time because I have not been making videos, the regular videos that I make on finance and other knowledge that I have, because I have been facing challenges on the health front, and I did make a few videos recently, but if you see that they have been about health and healing, and if you see my energies have also been low in that, and by God's grace I am well now and I have joined office. But the best thing that has happened to me after I joined office is getting recognized for completion of 20 years in my bank. That's HDFC Bank. I have not been taking the name of my organization till now for various reasons, but today I'd like to talk about it because HDFC Bank has been very kind and instrumental in my growth as a person, and has taught me a lot of things. And October 2020 I have completed 20 years in the organization, and for me it is a very great milestone. I have got a very beautiful plaque from the organization and also a beautiful watch. That plaque is in my office, and it's not currently in my studio, but for me it's a very important milestone, even from the perspective of being a woman as well as being from Muslim community, or so because when you start off, have been some, maybe even though my parents have not been biased about gender and how they brought us up and how they educated us, but there are always people around you who will try to pull you down. I remember that my dad said, has told us that even when he first decided to send us sisters into convent school, there have been relatives and some so-called well-wishers who were against the idea. However, my dad has never been biased, and he never differentiated between his sons and daughters. And by God's grace, we also had a very nice environment while we were growing up. As some of you might be aware that my dad was an AGM with RBI, and being from RBI, he always wanted his daughters or sons to be part of the banking background. My interest has always been writing, and I wanted to be a journalist, but somehow those days people wanted women and their children to get into secure careers, and since my dad was more from the banking background, and being a banker was considered to be a very respectful profession, so that is how I ended up in banking. The first assignment that I got was with an MNC bank as a temporary position for 6 months. But since it was in banking, that was an MNC bank, which is ABN AMRO Bank, which is not there now. It was then taken over by RBS, and it has its own story. That is how I began my career. I was taken as a temp, they liked my work, then I was kept as a contractual employee, and then my journey with my current organization began. Even though my own organization and the management is very pro woman and does not have I have never seen any community biases there, but there are always some supervisors or somebody around you who will try to predict things for you. So it's not that I didn't face any obstacles in the initial years. A few of some people thought that this is a Muslim girl and maybe she will not last in the organization. A few people did mention that, and they thought I will maybe work, get married, and leave the organization. And today here I am. I've completed 20 years with the organization, and the people who have said that I might not hold on and had almost written me off are no longer with the organization or doing something else. But so wherever you go, people will speak about you. You will face challenges. That was from some people felt that time that women should be, because things are different now. When we began our careers, circumstances were very different. How people thought was different, and we were like the initial phase of people who were like actually getting out there, sort of rebels who went against society, wanting to stand up on their own feet and not have that dream of actually like, okay, मुझे बड़ी होके शादी करना है, sort of dream. So that kind of, we were more like focused on career focused, education focused. So that does not go well with a lot of people. So not only I told about from the bank's perspective, but even in your own family and friend circles, you faced a lot of discrimination. I remember like I started off with clearing aspect of wholesale banking, and then I moved into trade finance. So trade finance as in international trade, and international trade mein, as a lot of us know, in trade finance there is a lot of late sitting, and those many years back, like 15-20 years that time, like this was banks were getting into this business and understanding and setting up this kind of environment here. So that time things were very different, and we had to put in long hours at work. So when you work late, and come late from work, you're working right. It's not like you had shifts. Like people, we used to go in the mornings and come late, late into the night. Late means really late. And then I remember my dad used to come and pick us up, and pick me up from the station. Like there was a movie called Ek 40 Ki Last Local, Mumbai का एक. तो there actually used to be 8:40 की last local from Andheri, and मैंने वो लिया है, and we used to work so hard. But people always speak, and then when I used to come, I didn't have a personal life. I hardly got to meet people. I hardly got to meet my own relatives, attend functions. I mean, to reach here, a lot of sacrifices were done. Luckily, that kind of sacrifice is not required now, but those were the times when we had to actually struggle to get where we are now, and that is the reason I've completed this long challenging journey. I even have health issues. We used to stay late, and then yes, of course, people also spoke. When you come late, then there are people who say, अरे पता नहीं क्या करती है, शायद कॉल सेंटर में है. वो टाइम पे, that time was the time when like halfway into my 5 years down into trade finance was a time when actually these call centers were also booming, and a lot of people were getting into call centers, and also call centers पता नहीं some reason के लिए बदनाम थे. And when I remember I used to come late. So people thought I probably work in a call center, but my dad has been very encouraging. He never discriminated. I mean, I don't remember in my career asking कि मुझे जल्दी जाने दो because I am a girl or something. We have taken up challenges. Gender equality को मैंने बहुत seriously लिया है and have worked hard. I never asked for any क्या बोलते हैं leverage or something, and that for I've paid a price for that also, because like I said ना, लोग तो बोलते हैं, they will try their best to bring you down. Once in a while अगर कभी शादी वादी में जाते थे तो then the people used to giggle, say things, अरे ये वही लड़की, इसकी भी शादी नहीं हुई है, and that was long time back. And then I found that people are can be really mean, and then I said I stopped going to marriages. uh, I stopped. I saw, because people never appreciate what you do. They like always try to bring women down. But my journey has always, uh, by God's grace, I have tried to study, learn more things, take up newer challenges even in my profession. I've gone in desks where earlier no women have handled it, like license work and all with RBI and such stuff. And now of course women do handle such desks, but initially when I remember when I took up that I went on that desk, people were skeptical, even my seniors. But seniors above them had faith in me that I'll be able to do it, I'll be able to take up challenges. So like I've learned international banking, I have learned international investments, a lot of things I have learned in my professional career, and I have taken every role as a challenge, even roles where I knew nothing. When I remember when I went into capital account desk, for those who do not know, in trade finance, capital account means ODI, FDI, and ECB. So when I was handed over that desk, I was selected for that desk. I did not know anything about capital accounts. However, my seniors were ready to mentor me, and within few months I also took up that challenge, and within 6 months I readied myself for that desk. And that has been a very nice feather in my cap. And even till this date, I strive to learn something or the other. And I have done a lot of things in my career journey. I have been creative, and being in banking, I hardly got time to do a lot of things, but I never sat still. I tried to do creative things. I love to write, then I do write now also, and hopefully my dream is to write a book, inshallah, someday. Yes. And I now have learned about spirituality, law of attraction, and now I'm also learning about neurosciences. All these things interest me, and I have never given up learning. And a few years back I also did image management, and from ICBI I learned a lot of things there. I have also indirectly published books of Dan O'Connor, imbibed his teachings in my life. Dan O'Connor's I learned how to communicate just watching videos, reading his books, and even launched, with the help of my brother, launched his books in India. I have, like, sometimes I surprise myself. Because for me the sky is the limit, and now also I have got certified as a career mentor, and career mentor for students as well as professionals from their career mentors. So in my spare time also doing career mentoring, and making these videos of knowledge share and inspiration, so that others learn from me. So challenges will always be there, so how much you take it to heart is up to you. So like, people will always try to put you down. I have seen it all. I mean, life has never been easy. It has been a struggle, because my own parents, my own dad has come from a very humble background. There were times, like he said, that they didn't have food to eat. They hardly got one meal a day to survive. And he also had dreams. He said that when he used to go, he lost his father at a very young age. Even while he was in school. So, and when he used to go with his mother to get pension in those times, in the village Karwar, to get his pension. So that was a time when he used to look at the bankers, and he used to say, okay, this is my dream, I want to be there, that side of the counter. Of course he didn't go in the counter, but he then eventually somehow life took him. He started off, he got a position in post office, but somehow landed eventually. Before graduation he joined RBI as a note coin examiner, and then he completed graduation and got a promotion, and that is how he landed up in banking. So if you dream well enough, I remember even when I started, we were four of us, and my dad was the only earning member, and like we were like not lower middle class, and we used to even support ourselves for with my sister and me. We used to take tuitions for all the extra earnings, pocket money. So we also struggled. So life is not when some people just look at you after you have achieved everything, and then they envy you. So that is not the right thing. People, you have to see how people have reached where they are now. It is never easy, but if you are focused in your studies, in your career, in your life, and work hard towards it, and don't give up, and or don't get affected by what people say, then of course you will achieve milestones in your life. I am grateful to God for whatever He has given me. The most important thing is, like, as you keep achieving things, be grateful, be humble. The moment your achievements get into your head and give you the wrong attitude to treat people, to not treat people well, or to show yourself as greater to others, that is it, your journey ends then. So friends, I wish all of you success in your lives, and yes, do not be affected by what people tell you. Keep focused on your goals, and I'm sure you will also achieve greater milestones. Thanks for listening.